That's all right.
To the house, then.
Won't be the first time. Not for you. I mean, just for what I do. Well, good morning, ladies and gents. My name is Manny Acuna, and I'm a Marine. I'm 5. And I'm also Army retired. I double dipped a little bit. So, served in Beirut, Lebanon, back in the 80s. And when I served, I always felt that need to still serve. And from what I'm hearing the stories and from what I'm seeing from you ladies here, that's the core to you. And even back then, women had it hard. It was always that uphill battle. It's never been easy. You never had the roller skates they said that people skated on. Yours was always hard. So push forward 20 years, 9/11. I raised my hand again at 37. Did another 10 years. Still seeing the same thing, losing the soldier, bringing his remains home, but wanting to serve some more. Again, loving you ladies first because that battle has never changed. And in all honesty, it still doesn't change to some facet. You are still struggling, but not in the military, but when you come out now. I've seen it firsthand. I've helped 2 vets get their 100%, female vets, because they needed it. And I don't know why they talked to me, because it all had to do with sexual trauma. And I'm like, what do I say? I'm a guy. But you know what? When you're dealing with any type of trauma, you don't say nothing. You listen. And you just offer your hands out. So it leads into when I got out of the military, I wanted to serve. But it was always that, like you said earlier, the man's army. That's what it was called. Man's Marine Corps, man's Navy, man's this, man's that. I wanted to make a difference in everyone's life. I wanted to love everybody on the equal platter with no politics involved. Just, hey, I don't care what color you are, you're green to me. And at the end of the day, should you pay that ticket and put your check in, you turn red for the blood you shed. Those are the only 2 colors we should ever have, period. Yeah. So I started Blankets of Honor. I was given a quilt of valor, and I'll tell you what, with my PTSD, because I had a Glock in my mouth, I wanted to take my life out, opened up coffin, seen my buddies there, all the gamut. Dealt with sexual trauma from my battle buddy, had to take her into the VA, where she didn't want to talk to nobody, and stood there by her to take her home, because the mission wasn't done till she was healed. So I said, Blankets of Honor, I got a quilt, how can I do this better? You know, Marines are always thinking, like, how can I do it a little bit better? But then again, our veterans, all veterans are always doing that. So I said, Quilt of Valor is beautiful. You go over there, they give you this quilted, quilt, and they wrap it around you and they show so much love. But they didn't understand one thing. Not many of us want to go out. Not many people want to deal with a whole lot of people. So me and my CMO, Dave Chabanoff, who's just right here, we sat down there, and we were riders at the time, and we said, let's go to them. Let's start at the ground floor, and let's start coming to our veterans. Let's make a difference to them when they cannot struggle. Let's go knock on their door. Let's go hold their hands. Especially our women. They needed us. They needed everybody. So what we did is we went out, true story, I went out and they say women like to shop. Well, guess what? Talk to my wife, she'll tell you the opposite. I went out and bought about $8,000 worth of blankets. But I made it specific to your branch because I see everybody, hats on, t-shirts on. You're proud, women and men, but you're proud of what you've done. So I went out and bought these blankets to say, hey, we're gonna honor you. Then I made challenge coins with real life heroes. Heroes of our people that are now have been presented a blanket and people that have paid that last sacrifice. And then, remember that bumper sticker? POWMIA, you are not forgotten? What is it? It's a bumper sticker. You look at them now and they're faded. We say now, you are truly not forgotten. And I just came back from Washington State because Mike said, hey Manny, we need you to do a presentation. I said, oh, okay, for how many? 1, 2, 7. Oh, good Lord. So driving back from Washington State after honoring 4 Korean, 1 Vietnam Purple Heart, and a supporter, we made it back at midnight last night. And I'm like, I'm tired. But I said, you deserve it. You deserve that extra mile, especially since no one went the extra mile for you. It's your time to get the extra mile. So today, at Blankets of Honor, which we are 501c3, we've honored over 350, give or take, veterans, supporters, gold stars, and fire and police now. Because the battle zone is here too. Now they don't know a whole lot of what we did over there, but they know one thing, the fight is real here. So let's all honor them and let's stay together. But our first and foremost is today, our ladies. So, you guys really meant a whole lot to me. The ladies that have served, and if you go to our YouTube channel, I always speak about you need to be thanked. You need to be welcome home, just like you see with the Vietnam vets. You're absolutely right earlier. You are truly not forgotten. With Blankets of Honor, tell your friends, put your people in. Let them know that they are truly loved. So today, I'm going to say some names. I'd just like to ask you to stand up, and you can see the blankets there. Supporters will look like the one with this young lady here. Navy vet, World War II, Greatest Generation by May. Myrtle, please come up. Well, you know about Myrtle, served in World War II. Outstanding. You want to go behind her? Oh, okay. She's the greatest generation. Not only because that she served in World War II, she was a woman in World War II. Back then, they didn't try to hide it behind ranks. They did it right straight in front of your face. Also, Pam, former Marine over there.
You're always a Marine.
Always a Marine. That's right. Amen. Pam was 77 to 80. 0121, admin clerk. 26 years in the ER, Pottstown Hospital. And you heard her story. Then we have Kim. And I'm going to trash these last names because I got to excuse me because I'm still a little bit, but you know what? I'll never show it because I love you. And my love will always be stronger than my will to sleep. Some days. Him?
Houck with the K.
Houck with the K. Reserved for 11 years. 18 years Euro special needs. And I have a heart for special needs because my wife serves the special needs community with adults. And I'll tell you what, if you ever work with them, they love you no matter what. Ain't easy, but who said our life would be easy? If y'all are in the military, you know that's true. And she served as a military tech. Shardea, my girl, come on up. And as a supporter, they had that heart of love, just like the vet, it just didn't go in. Like you said, Air Force brat, military police, she does a disabled outreach, She's on a governor's advisory board. I mean, this girl's in the mix. She could be like the 1980s mix, you know. You know, that's how good she is. All right. Now I'm gonna really miss Kanchan. Kanchan? Which one?
Kanchan.
Kanchan. Another supporter. And as I said, to support one is to love one. And these supporters here have nothing but that love for all you vets. And as he said, they're here because that women did have that subbar love. But no longer will that happen. And let's see here. Darla. Rickert. United States Army E6 Staff Sergeant. And, you know, when I go back and I was looking at some of this stuff, Darla, PA National Guard, November 2001 to retirement of 2022. Served on Title 10 active duty orders. OEF, OIF. Connected service rating. And let me just tell you, she's the bomb. You know what? There's nothing that she won't do for her veterans and her veterans' families. And I'll tell you, if you have any questions, you go see her and she'll help you. These are our women that we truly want to say that you are not forgotten. So, one more. Elizabeth. Save the best for that. That was an easy one. Cooper. Now, the reason why I saved Elizabeth for last is she has something that I always say. God first. And when you put God first, there's nothing we can't do. On my keychain, I don't think I have it on this keychain because I couldn't find it because I was still half asleep. But I carry a mustard seed. Because with one little mustard seed, we can do anything. And when I saw that, I was like, damn, my girl. You got it. You make one right. You made them all right, to be honest. OIF, combat veteran, disabled outreach. She's just a woman's woman to you vets. And you know what? We thank her for that service and we're putting up for that. So as we wrap these blankets around you, know that we are always ready to comfort you and honor you. We are brothers and sisters in arms. And for that service, you are truly not forgotten. Just like the threads in these blankets are woven together, we are all woven together in that same bond, as I said. They may be different colored threads. The bottom line, they're all one color when they first come out, and that's the veteran. Know that there are less than 3% that have served this great nation, and we are here to thank you for your service, and we are thanking you for your commitment. And when I talk about our women, that 3% out the window, because it's been less and less. And that is truly a heroic statement for being that number. Now, I say this to my supporters. You have served honorably and faithfully to our veterans. And that's something a lot of people don't do. They don't even like to serve their own family, let alone somebody like a military person. Because we all know we are rough. A little tough around those edges. But we want to thank you for that. And we want to let you know that you are also never alone. Because you have served those who served. And that is awesome. We will always have love and comfort for you if it's ever needed. Just like the battle-weary soldier goes on back to the field, we are here to thank you in that same facet for your commitment to those who serve. Now, when I end my ceremonies like this, I say one thing. God has always told me this no matter where I went. Have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for your Lord your God will be wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. on any good ceremony, it used to be getting a nice little arcom or nice little ribbon on it, you know. We got those enough. But we got our own nice little coins. Welcome. And also, Elizabeth, we want to make you sure for your me wall that you are never and truly not forgotten. Your certificate, that we will always remember you, and as long as we say your name, you're always remembered. And a little bit of stuff, should you ever need us, I also am a chaplain. I don't know, maybe that makes it a little easier, but I was never one till about a month ago, so.
We had to break him in slowly.
Yeah, slowly, but surely. Kimberly, we're truly not forgotten. Thank you for your service. All right, who we got next? Okay, Darla. Supporter. Shardea, where are we at? I don't know why it's like that. I know you should run one at the club, you know? I mean, not a drink, of course. All right. My sister Marine, Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, brother.
Welcome home. And of course, God,
Say
Kanchan? Conscience.
Like your conscience.
Oh, my conscience. Yeah, conscience. Greatest generation. I can all have a stand up. No. Sit down. Service never. So in closing, I'd just like to say you guys are all special, whether you were awarded anything today or not. You truly are loved in our community. And if you want somebody to be nominated, I like to say this, and Marines don't kill me. So easy, a Marine can do it with a crayon. Okay? So, God bless you all. If there was ever a time you needed to just talk, like they said, we are truly here for you. Thank you, and may God bless you always.